Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 postseason is on the air. Tonight, we are at Fenway Park. This is Game 3 of the American League Championship Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The Orioles lead this series 2-0, and now we switch to Fenway for games 3, 4, and if necessary, 5. The Orioles pretty much have dominated the Red Sox in this series in the ALCS, but there's still some more left to play as Boston's got to do what it needs to do to extend this series and maybe pull off a big-time upset. But right now, Baltimore just looks like they're overmatching Boston. We will find out and see what happens tonight as these two teams go after each other in a Game 3. Phoenix Knight joins us here first at Fenway Park. So everyone is set and ready to go for a big-time matchup. Ryan Sullivan and Jeremy Brooks are now here at Fenway Park. So as these Orioles lead this series 2-0, Boston's got to get a win here, and we're about to find out, and we will see what happens. So let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, their number 3 starter, Ray Culp, and he has a record of no wins and 1 loss. We are at Fenway Park. It's definitely a major hitter's park. 183 home runs hit there. As for the strikeouts, as for the walks, actually. So everyone is set and ready to go. Not an empty seat here at Fenway. But here come the Orioles, trying to make this a 3-0 series lead. Will they be able to do it? Or will the Red Sox maybe make this a series? Let's find out. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Orioles is the left fielder, Don Buford. He is batting .440 for the playoffs. He's having a very good playoff run. We're going to use blue, white, and red dice. Red Sox are the home team. And if everybody is set here in the stands and ready, let's see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight. Culp, 6-1 against the switch left. It's a blank. Buford, 5-1. And against the righty, Buford will lead off with a double. To left field, that's going to bounce off the green monster. And just like that, the Orioles will lead off with a 2-bagger. And now the center fielder, Paul Blair. He's batting .358 for the playoffs. He has a home run. Buford, he actually gets the steal sign, but he's going to stay at second base. Culp, 5-3, strikeout, no. Blair, 4-3, and that's a ground out to third base. That'll be handled by George Scott. The throw goes to first for the out. Buford will take third. Slow enough grounder for Buford to go to third base. So he will move the runner up on a ground ball. And now the right fielder, one of the greatest of all time, Frank Robinson. He is batting .358 for the postseason, and he's got 3 home runs. Infield playing in. And nothing on the strat. Buford will stay third. Ben Witz and Clee baseball fan joins us here at Fenway Park. Congratulations to your Guardians, Clee baseball fan. Do me a favor. Please beat the Yankees. Please beat the Yankees. Culp, 1-4, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. He'll go ahead and get Robinson. First strikeout for Culp. He had 172 of them in 69. And now that will bring up the first baseman, Boog Powell. He is batting .240 with a bomb. No, I don't want a Subway Series. I don't want the Yankees in there. Mets, yes. Yankees, no. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Culp will pitch. Culp, 4-4, range play. Powell, 5-5. That's a pop fly ball to first. And going after that is Dalton Jones. His range is a 3, and he will make the catch and retire the side. Great play by Jones to save a run, because that would have been an automatic hit. And so Buford is stranded at third. Nothing across except, well, actually, one no runs and a hit. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is their number 3 starter, Dave McNally. And McNally has a record of no wins and a loss. So McNally will go ahead and he will bat. And timeout real quick on the field for one quick second. Hold on one second. As I made an error on the scorecard. Hold a minute. Concerning the Red Sox. Hold on one more second here, guys. Okay. That's fixed. McNally, a record of 0-1, so he's still looking for his first win as well in this postseason. Leading off for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Dalton Jones. He's batting .280 for the playoffs. McNally will pitch. McNally, 3-3, walk, 11. Yep, that's going to be not going to make it. Jones, a 1-6. It's a ground out to second base. That'll be handled by Davey Johnson. And over to first it goes. One out, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Mike Andrews. He's having a rough postseason. Batted .293 and 69. He's only batting .112 in the playoffs. McNally, 1-4. That's a blank. Andrews, 3-2. Fly out to center. That'll be handled by Blair. And Blair will make the catch for out number 2. And now the left fielder, Captain Carl Yastrzemski, Hall of Famer. Absolutely. He's batting .218, but he does have a couple of bombs. McNally, 1-4. That's a blank. Yes, 2-5. And that's a ground ball to first base. That'll be handled by Powell. And Powell will take it to the bag himself and retire the side. Nothing across for the Bo Sox. No score after 1. Top of the second. And leading off for the Orioles will be the human vacuum cleaner, the third baseman, Brooks Robinson, batting .223 for the playoffs. David Vega joins us here at Fenway Park. I'll tell any Tiger fan that's there, I don't know if Chuck Rawlings is watching, and I really know that Chuck Rawlings is not happy as a Tiger fan. But those Tigers got a very nice young base. They're going to be competitive in the league for a while, and that is good for baseball when the Tigers are playing well. Culp, 2-6, that's a blank. Robinson, 1-1, ground out to short. That'll be handled by Rico Petrocelli, and he'll throw it over to first. Next batter is the second baseman, Davey Johnson, future World Championship manager. Batting .138, though, for the postseason. He's stringy. As Matthew Stringer joins us here at Fenway Park. Culp, 3-6, blank. Johnson, 1-4, ground out to second. That'll be handled by Mike Andrews. And he'll throw it over, 2 down. And now here's the shortstop, Mark Belanger, batting .385. So he's over his average. He's having a good playoff. Culp, 3-5, strikeout, too high. Belanger, 4-3, and that's a base hit. He'll hit that one past short and keep the inning going. Single for Belanger, and now the catcher, Ellie Hendricks. He's batting .149 with a bomb in the postseason. Strategy, nothing on the 19. 2 outs, top of the second, no score. Culp, 1-4, strikeout, no. Hendricks, 5-3, base hit, hits one past the shortstop. Belanger is going to have the speed. He'll make it to third with 2 outs. So Hendricks now gets a single. Runners at the corners, and it will bring up the pitcher, Dave McNally. He had an 0.85 average in 69. He did have a home run and 5 RBIs, so McNally capable of getting a hit. Strategy, nothing on the 6. Nobody moves. Culp, 6-5, strikeout 20, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will retire the side. Second strikeout for Culp. No runs, 2 hits for the Orioles. And we will go to the bottom of the second. McNally back on the mound. Leading off for the Red Sox is the center fielder, Reggie Smith, batting 286 for the playoffs. McNally, 1-1, range play. Smith, 2-2. That's a double to right field, but going after it is Frank Robinson. His range is a 2. Nope, that'll be a double. Smith will go ahead and bounce that off the wall on that short porch out there. And Smith will get the first hit for the Red Sox. And now the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. He's batting 207 for the playoffs. He does have a home run. Smith with 7 stolen bases. That is a 1. He gets the steal sign, but he's not going to go. McNally, 5-1, blank. Petrocelli, 6-1. And that's a fly ball to center. Paul Blair will go ahead and get it. Makes the catch for the out. Smith, base runner 4, hit the center -1. And Blair -2. The only way Smith can take third is on a 1. They'll stay. 1 out, and now the right fielder, Tony Conigliaro. He's batting 143. He's struggling this postseason. Strategy, nothing on the 12. McNally, 2-6. That's a blank. Conigliaro, 1-5. Ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Robinson. The vacuum cleaner sucks it up and blows it over to first. And Smith will go to third base. It was a slow roller, so Smith will get there. And there are 2 down. And now the third baseman, General Patton, George Scott. And he is batting 167 for the playoffs. So runner at third for the Red Sox. I think they need all the runs they can get their hands on. Nothing on the strat. McNally, 1-6, strikeout, 16 is high. Scott, 4-5, and it's a ground ball to third once again. And this time again, Robinson will get it. He'll take his time, toss it over, and retire the side. No runs and a hit in this inning. No score after 2. Top of the third and top of the order for the Blackbirds. Here's Don Buford. He got a double his last time up. First time up, I should say. Culp, 5-4. Range play at the park. Fenway Park, 3-5. That's a home run to the opposite field. Against a righty, Buford needs an 8. The 10 is too high. Now it's a range play to the opposite field. He's batting left. So it's going to left field. So Yaz is going after it near the wall. His range is a 4. He'll make the catch. 1 out near the green monster. Fly out to left. Nice play by Yaz, as Buford did not have enough to get it over it. And Yaz will make the play. And now here's Blair. Blair is 0 for 1. Culp, 2-3. Strikeout. 13 will miss. Blair, 5-2, fly ball to center, and that will be Smith getting to that. And he will make the play for the second out. And now here's Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Culp, 4-3, wild pitch. It's a blank. Robinson, 5-6, ground out to third base, and that'll be handled there by Scott. Scott takes his time, tosses it over, and retires the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. No score going in the bottom of the third. Combined ERA of these pitchers is 7.0, and no runs scored right now, even though it's way early. Leading off for the Red Sox is the catcher, Russ Gibson. I have him starting against left-handers. Gibson was 1 for 3 in the game he was in, the first game he was in. McNally, 3-2, possible error. Gibson, 5-3. That is a ball hit to the shortstop. That's a 14. Belanger's error rating is an 8. He's not going to make an error, but that will be an infield single. So Gibson will get a hit as it's picked up there by Belanger, but he had no play, and he'll hold on to it. So Gibson on it first, and that will bring up the pitcher, Ray Culp. Pretty good, not a bad bunter, but he had a 152 average. Strategy roll, nothing on the 8, and Culp is going to bunt him over. So McNally will pitch. 6-5, strikeout, 13, 27, rounded down to 26, divided by 2, 13. That is a 13, and that is going to be a strikeout. He will not get the bunt, and that is going to be the first strikeout for McNally. He had 166 of them, as Culp tried to bunt it, but he will strike out trying to bunt. And now the batter is Jones. Jones is 0 for 1. Gibson still on it first. He'll stay there. McNally, 1-2, strikeout, 9. That is high. Jones, 1-5. That's a fly ball to center. Paul Blair says he'll get it, and he will. 2 down. Chance now for Andrews to move Gibson over. Andrews is 0 for 1. Gibson, he'll stay put. Andrews, 3-3. That's a walk, and that will be ball 4. So he does move Gibson over by virtue of a good eye. And now runners at first and second. And that is the first walk given up by McNally. He had 78 of them that year. But now it's a big opportunity for Yaz. Yaz is 0 for 1. 2 outs, bottom of the third, no score. Fans here at Fenway know how important this game is. They have got to win it. If they lose, they don't expect to beat the Orioles 4 straight. Strategy roll, nothing on the 7. McNally, 5-4, strikeout, 19, no. Yaz, 3-6, and it's a fly ball to center field, and Paul Blair will range back a bit, but he'll get it and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And so far, nobody is moving runners across the plate. No score after 3. Top of the 4th, as we have started another pitcher's duel here. Leading off for the Orioles will be Boog Powell. He is 0 for 1. Culp will pitch. Culp, 1-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Powell, 5-4, and hits one to right, but that's going to be caught by Canigliaro for the out. Next batter is Robinson. Robinson's 0 for 1. Culp, a 2-5 walk. That 10 is going to be ball 4. He will walk Robinson. Fenway Park does add the walk, so that's a walk for him. And that's only the first walk for Culp. He had 73 of them in 69. And now Johnson coming up, infield double play. And nothing on the 17. Robinson stays at first. Culp looking on Johnson. Johnson may be trying to get something here for the O's. Culp, 2-3, strikeout, 12 is high. Johnson, 1-6, and that's a line drive to first. That's out number 2, and Robinson is tagged out, side retired. That's an L3 unassisted and a double play. Nothing across except a walk as Johnson lines it right to Dalton Jones, who tags out Robinson before he can get back to the bag. And that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Flashing some leather there is Dalton Jones. And Reggie Smith leads off for the Bo Sox. He got a double his first time up. McNally, 2-2. Strikeout, got him. He'll get him on a 3 and struck him out. That is the second strikeout from McNally. And now Petrocelli. Petrocelli is 0 for 1. McNally, 6-4 against the righty, blank. Petrocelli, 6-6, ground out to short, handled there by Belanger. And he'll throw it over for the second out. And here's Canigliaro. He's 0 for 1. McNally, 3-2, possible error. Canigliaro, 6-4. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Belanger. His error rating is an 8. That's an 11. Belanger will get it cleanly. Throws to first. And that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 inning for McNally. No score after 4. And I am surprised. I was already expecting about 5 or 6 runs already scored here at Fenway Park in this one. Combined, that is. Top of the 5th. And it will be Mark Belanger leading off for B-Moore. And he got a single his first time up. Culp, 5-6, range play. Belanger, 2-5. That's a fly ball to right. Going after that is Canigliaro. His range is a 1. Nope. And that is going to drop in. That'll be a base hit for Belanger. No way Canigliaro can get that one. And Belanger has his second hit of the game. And here comes Hendricks. Hendricks got a single his first time up. Belanger with 14 stolen bases, and he does not get the steal sign. Hendricks, however, does get the hit and run. And, that's not really a bad call. Belanger is capable of stealing a base. He does get the hit and run on the 3, and they're going to do it. Ray Culp, hit and run is on. Culp, 3-2, that's a blank. Hendricks, a 3-4. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to left. And Yastrzemski will go ahead and grab it for out number 1, and Belanger goes back. Batter now is McNally. And McNally struck out his last time up. First time up, nothing happening. McNally's going to lay down a bunt. Culp, 6-6, hit by pitch. No, that is ignored. Actually, it's not ignored. It's not a hit batter. So McNally will lay down the bunt, and that is bunted right at the plate to the catcher. And his bunt rating is a 3. It now becomes a 2, and that is a 1, and that's going to be a perfect, successful sacrifice bunt as McNally grounded it right at the plate. Gibson had only one play, and that was the first, and now it moves a runner in scoring position. That bunt couldn't have been any better. That was a perfect sacrifice hit to the catcher. And now it's up to Buford. Buford is 1 for 2. He has a double. Very good bunt by McNally. Now Belanger in scoring position. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Strategy roll, and Belanger will stay put. Culp will pitch. Culp, 6-5, strikeout 5. Culp, strike 3. Oh, nope, actually it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. It was a check swing, and then they asked the umpire, and yep, he went around, and that is a big K. Third strikeout for Culp. No runs and a hit for the Orioles. And I don't know what's going on. I was not expecting no score going in the bottom of the 5th in this one. A pitcher's duel at Fenway Park. Somebody please check somebody go outside and please check to see if the sky is falling. Here's George Scott. Scott is 0 for 1. McNally will pitch. McNally, 5-5. That's a walk plus 10. That will be ball 4. He will walk Scott. So he walks the leadoff batter. Second walk given up by McNally. It will now bring up Gibson. Gibson got a single his first time up. Infield double play. Scott had 4 stolen bases. And he is not getting any here. McNally, he'll pitch. McNally, 3-6, walk. 16 is high. Gibson, 4-2. That's a ground ball to second base. 3-4-5. Shortstop, Pivot Belanger, +1 is a 6, but 5 is as high as you can go. And that's a double play, 2 outs. 4-6-3 twin killing. And there are now 2 away. And that is the first double play the Red Sox have been into. It will bring up Culp, and Culp is 0 for 1. Phoenix Knight. No, everything is fine. I'm not married yet. That's a real sign of the apocalypse. Okay, if you get married, then I'll go ahead and put out my life insurance policy. Let me know if you do that. I'm pretty sure that will happen one day. McNally, 6-3. Home run result. But against the lefty, Culp needs a 4. That's a 16. Culp, 5-4, and he'll ground it to first instead. That'll be handled by Powell, and he'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. Nothing across except the walk. Culp a little mad at himself. He got himself a meatball, but he couldn't put the tomato sauce or the cheese on it. No score after 5 at Fenway. How long is this going to last? We go to the top of the 6th. A pitcher's duel between Dave McNally and Ray Culp. Well, the Orioles have a 2-0 lead, and right now the Red Sox are doing everything they can to maybe win a game. Paul Blair leads off. He's 0 for 2. Culp will pitch. Culp, 5-5. Error on a throw. Blair, 5-4. And nope, that's going to be a fly ball to right. That'll be handled by Canigliaro. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. Next up is Robinson. He's 0 for 2. Culp will pitch. Culp, 4-2. Walk, ball 4. And Robinson will trot to first. And that is the second walk issued by Culp. It will now bring on Powell. Powell's 0 for 2. Infield is set for double play. Robinson and 9 stolen bases. And that is a 20. Culp fires to first and got him. Picked him off. Ray Culp will pick off Frank Robinson at first. There's 1-5, a pickoff. That's a 2, and he got him. And Robinson was not paying attention, and Ray Culp picks him off. That's a big out. And now Powell will bat with the bases empty. Culp, 5-1, possible error. Powell, 6-5. That's a line out right to the second baseman. That'll be gloved by Andrews, and the inning is over. No errors on lineouts when there's nobody on base. Nothing across except a walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Who's going to break through first? At Fenway? Leading off for the Bo Sox will be Dalton Jones. He's 0 for 2. Fans here at Fenway Park, nervous anytime everyone comes up here. They know what this park can be like. McNally, 6-4 against the lefty. Strikeout +10. But that 16 is going to be too high. Jones, 5-1, base hit. Hits one right past first. Jones gets a hit, his first of the game. And it will now bring up Andrews. Andrews is 0 for 1 with a walk, infield a double play. Jones had 1 stolen base. He won't get one here. McNally, 3-3, walk, 9. Yes, that's ball 4. And now the Red Sox got something going on. He goes ahead and walks the first 2 batters. Or actually, gives up the single to Jones, the walk to Andrews, and now here's Yaz. And the fans here at Fenway have woken up. Yaz is 0 for 2. Still nobody out. Bottom of the 6th, no score. Strategy, nothing on the 14. McNally and son, a jam here in the bottom of the 6th. McNally, 6-2, strikeout, 14 is high. Yaz, 1-4, and it's a fly ball to center field. Hit to center. Jones a base runner 4. Hit to center -1. Blair -2. Jones can take third on a 1. And he won't. He'll stay at second base as a big throw comes in from Paul Blair. 1 down. And now here's Smith. Smith is 1 for 2. Had a double his first time up. Strategy. That's a 20. McNally turns around, fires to get Jones. No. Jones will get back. Now McNally will pitch to Smith. McNally, 3-2. Possible error. Smith, 3-2. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Davy Johnson. His error rating is a 5. That's a 2, and everybody's going to be safe. Davy Johnson makes a big error and the bases are loaded. That is an E4, and it's not the first error Davy Johnson's made in this series. First error on the Orioles, and the bases are loaded for Rico Petrocelli. John Haverly now joins us here at Fenway Park. Bases are loaded. Petrocelli is 0 for 2. McNally goes to talk to Davy Johnson, said, hey, look, man, it's the team you're playing against is going to make an error in 86. It's not supposed to be now. Bases are loaded, and they're going to call the infield in. No score, bottom of the 6th. Orioles lead this ALCS 2-0. Strategy. That's a 20. McNally fires to first to get Smith. No, Smith will get back. Now McNally will go ahead and pitch to Petrocelli. The fans here at Fenway are loud. McNally, 5-2. That is at the park. Fenway Park, 6-3. And it's a ground ball to short. 2-3. No pivot because the only double play is at home. So a 1-3, this is a double play, home to first. No! Jones will be thrown out at the plate, and the runners will move up. So 2 outs. They do get the force out at the plate, and that will go as a fielder's choice. But still bases loaded. Here's Canigliaro. Canigliaro is 0 for 2. Dave McNally trying to get out of this inning. That was almost a big one there. Andrews on at third. Smith on at second. Petrocelli on at first. Fans here at Fenway are loud, hoping Canigliaro can come through with a big hit. Strategy. Nothing on the 18. McNally will pitch. 3-2. Possible error. Canigliaro, 2-2. That's a power hit to left field. That's a 9. And against the lefty, Canigliaro will come through, and that is definitely going to be a double. So Andrews will score. Smith will score. That's hit to left field. That's Buford. His error rating is a 4. He will make an error out there. So Petrocelli will come in to score. Canigliaro goes to third. Canigliaro will score on a 1. No. But Canigliaro a double and an error. And the Red Sox have a 3-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay. That is an E. That's an E, a double and an E7. Second error on the Orioles in this inning. And it's going to lead to 3 Red Sox runs. Canigliaro holds at third. He does not score on the error, but he will bring in the other runs. And now the batter is Scott, and Dave McNally is livid at his defense. Scott is 0 for 1 with a walk, and McNally will go ahead and pitch, but the Red Sox now have a 3-0 lead. Strategy, nothing on the 4. Canigliaro stays put. McNally, 2-1. Pitcher result. And against the righty, that will be an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to third, handled there by Brooks Robinson. He takes it, throws it over, and retires the side. 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 1 walk, and a fielder's choice. Red Sox take a 3-0 lead after 6. Top of the 7th. And the thing about it, the errors made by Buford, his error rating is a 4. So he has a 20% chance of making an error. He does. David Johnson's error rating is a 5. He has a 25% chance of making an error, and he did. So right now, players that normally don't make errors make some key ones in that inning. Those 2 errors definitely allowed the Red Sox to get the 3 runs. Top of the 7th, leading off for the Orioles will be Boog Powell. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Culp, 1-1, blank. Powell, 3-5, base hit. Powell hits a single past second base. And the Orioles will get their leadoff man on. And now the batter is, what was up there? Oh, Brooks Robinson was supposed to lead off, not Powell. My bad. Brooks Robinson was supposed to lead off. What was that, a 3-5? That's actually a ground out. So nope, we're going to play it. We're going to redo the at-bat. Upon further review, we'll redo the at-bat. Brooks Robinson is supposed to lead off. Culp, 4-2, walk, 11, and he'll walk him anyway. So Brooks Robinson will make base, but now that'll be a walk. Very well. So they still get the runner on first. Here's now Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 2. Infield is at double play. Culp will pitch, strategy roll first, and Robinson stays where he is. Culp will pitch. Culp, 1-6. Home run chance. Righty, 1-5. 17 is too high. Johnson, 4-2, but he does hit one to right field. That's a 9, and against the righty, the ball is going to die out there, and Conigliaro is going to make the catch. Out number 1. Johnson didn't get all of that, and it just pretty much died in the air. Isn't it out for batting out of order? When the announcer makes the error and not the opposing manager, it's not. Here's Belanger. He's a 2 for 2. He got on base anyway, just did it a different way. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Robinson stays put. Culp, 5-3. Strikeout. That is too high. Belanger, 5-2. That's a line drive to second. That's going to be caught by Andrews. And Robinson will be out on a 1 or a 2. Nope, they'll get back. So a line drive to second. Second out. And it will now bring up Hendricks. Hendricks is 1 for 2. But now 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 3-0 Red Sox. Robinson on it first. Strategy. Nothing on the 18. Culp. 4-4. Range play. Hendricks. 4-4. Fly ball right field. That ball is hit to Conigliaro. His range is a 1. He won't get that one. And that is going to be a single. So it'll be a single to right. With 2 outs, Robinson base runner 4. Single to right plus 1 is a 5. And he will make it. Robinson will get to third. As that was a tough play for Conigliaro. Now runners at the corners. And the batter now is Dave McNally. And they're not going to let him hit here. He has got to come out of this game. McNally would have been tired after his next batter, but McNally coming out, the Orioles will go to the bench. So McNally at the moment leaves with the L. So runners at first and third. And coming on to pitch the bat for the Orioles is going to be Dave May. 242 average, 3 homers, 10 RBI. So Dave May will come up against Culp. with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Fans here at Fenway Park hoping Culp can get it done. The fans are loud and waving their towels, if they did that during that day. They're not using their cell phones, that's for sure. Robinson on at third, Hendricks on at first. Culp looking in on May. Strategy. Nothing on the 9. Culp looking in. Fans at Fenway with a big cheer. Culp will pitch. 1-4, strikeout. 17 is high. May, 2-2, and it's a fly ball to left field, and Yaz is going to get there with no trouble. Makes the catch and retires aside. Nothing across except a walk, as the Orioles had a chance there but didn't get it. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Yes, John Haverly. Back in those days, they actually watched the game. Tomorrow night, we will go back to the senior circuit. Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants still lead that series 2-1. Bill Hands will be going for the Cubs, and Juan Marshall will be going for the Giants. That will be the big game tomorrow night. Giants trying to get closer to clinching. Cubs trying to tie it up and definitely send it back to Wrigley. What will happen tomorrow night? NLCS Game 4, Cubs and Giants. And once again, just to remind you, these are coming soon. Red Sox lead 3-0, bottom of the 7th. And it will be Russ Gibson leading off. And he is 1 for 2. Orioles need a pitcher. They got right, left coming up, although I think they may let Culp bat one more inning. So coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Eddie Watt, their main right-hander, and he will come on to pitch. Watt has a record of one hold and 2 saves in the postseason. So Eddie Watt will pitch here against Gibson, Culp, and Jones. So bottom of the 7th inning here, Red Sox leading 3-0. Watt will pitch to Gibson. Watt, 3-6, pitcher result. That 17 is high. Gibson, 5-1, fly ball to left field. Don Buford will come to get that, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 down, the batter will be Culp, and they're going to let him bat. He can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him bat here with a 3-0 lead. Watt, 5-6 against the righty, strikeout plus 10. And that is an easy K for Watt, 2 away. And now here's Jones. Jones is 1 for 3 with a double. Watt will go ahead and pitch. Watt, 4-1, wild pitch, blank. Jones, 1-4, base hit. Jones will hit one into center field. And that will be a single. That's his 2nd hit of the game. And now the batter is Andrews. Andrews has walked twice, but he's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls are still on, and Jones is staying where he is. Watt will pitch. Watt, 4-2, error on a throw. Andrews, 2-6. That ball is hit to center field. That's a 9. And against a righty, that's going to be a dead duck out there. Blair is going to have plenty of room to get it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox, holding on to a 3-0 lead here after 7. Top of the 8th. Culp coming back on the mound, probably his last inning here. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Eddie Watt as the Orioles will lead off with the pitcher spot. And coming on to lead off is going to be Merv Rettenman. 247 average, 4 homers, 25 RBIs in 69. So Merv Rettenman will lead off for the Orioles. Top of the 8th, 3-0 Red Sox in a big 6th inning for them. Culp, 5-6, range play. Rettenman, 6-5. That ball is hit to right. That's a 1. That's going to be a single, but it's a chance for Canigliaro. His range is a 1. Nope, it'll drop in for a hit. So Rettenman comes off the bench and gets a single to start the inning off as Canigliaro couldn't get there. Here's Buford. Buford's 1 for 3 with a double. Infielders that double play. Rettenman got pretty good speed. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Culp looking in on Buford. Fans here at Fenway Park hoping Culp can give him one more inning. Culp, 4-2, walk, 13, ball 4, and now the Orioles have the tying run coming to the plate. So Culp gives up his 4th walk, and now the batter is Blair. Culp will be tired after Blair. They're going to let him pitch to him, though. Runners at first and second, but now the tying run at the plate. And if Culp makes a mistake, ball's probably out of here. Rettenman on at second, Buford on at first. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Culp looking at Blair. Blair looking at Culp. Here comes the ball. 3-4, strikeout, 16 is high. Blair, 4-1, and against the righty, it's a fly ball to left field. That's going to be caught by Yaz for out number 1. Redmond, base runner 4, -2 to right, -2 to left, and -2 to Yaz. Redmond is staying second base. So 1 out as he can't go anywhere. But now here's Robinson. Robinson's 0 for 2 with a walk. You kind of think he's due. Redmond at second, Buford at first. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Culp is now tired. They're going to let him pitch. Culp looking in, and he's going to try to get it done. Culp will pitch. 2-1, strikeout 11. That is high. Robinson, 6-4, and he popped out to first. Going into fair territory is Jones, and he makes the catch, 2 outs. Frank Robinson pops out. And now 2 away, and here is Powell. Powell is 0 for 3. And they're going to let Culp pitch. Culp, as I said, is tired. He's trying to go ahead and get through this inning. Sparky Lyle warming up for the Red Sox. Rettenman on at second, Buford on at first. The strategy rolls are off. Culp will go ahead and pitch. Culp, 6-5, strikeout, 13 is high. Powell, 6-1, and it's a ground ball to short. That's picked up by Petrocelli. He's got it, throws to first, and the Orioles get nothing. Side retired. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Stadium cheers. Yay! That might have been the Orioles' best chance to get anything. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Captain Carl Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 3, though. And they got lefty, switch, and right coming up. And they're going to bring out a righty, I believe. So the Orioles will bring out a righty, and it's going to be Dick Hall. Hall has 1 win on the postseason. So he will come on to pitch now and try to keep this a 3-0 game. Bottom of the 8th inning, 3-0 Red Sox. Doug Hunt joins us here at Fenway Park. Red Sox now trying to make this a 2-1 series. Hall will go ahead and he will pitch. Hall, 5-6, walk. That's ball 4. He walks Yaz. He goes ahead and walks Yaz. Hall only had three walks in 65 innings pitched, and it wound up on the walk. So Yaz is on at first, and now the batter will be Smith. Smith is 1 for 3, a double and an error, and reached on an error. Yaz on at first, infield double play. Hall will pitch. Strategy rolls are off. Hall, 6-4. That's a blank. Smith, 3-4. Ground ball to third. 2-3-4. Second base, pivot Johnson +1 is a 5. No, the throw will go to first. Yaz makes it to second. Only 1 out. They can't turn the double play. That was the only play he had. As picked up there by Brooks Robinson. Knew he had no play on Yaz, but made sure he got the out. Next batter is Petrocelli. Petrocelli's 0 for 3. Red Sox lead 3-0, bottom of the 8th. Orioles lead the series 2-0. Hall will pitch. Hall, 5-2, that's a blank. Petrocelli, 5-5, that's fly to left. And Don Buford says he'll get it. He will make the catch. Yaz, base runner 4, hit the left -2. Buford +1. Yaz will get the third on a 3, and he will. Deep enough, probably close enough for the Green Monster for Yaz to get the third. So now, Yaz on at third base, and here comes Canigliaro as Dwayne Cameron joins us here at Fenway Park. Canigliaro's 1 for 3, got a double. 2 outs, a big insurance run at third base. Red Sox leads 3-0, bottom of the 8th. Hall trying to keep it there. Hall, 6-6 against the righty. He will. That's an automatic out. And it's going to be a fly to center field. And Paul Blair will get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. The Red Sox have a 3-0 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Brooks Robinson will lead off for the Orioles. He has 2 walks. He's 0 for 1. Culp coming out of the game as the Red Sox got to go to their closer. And that is going to be Sparky Lyle. Lyle does have 1 hold and 1 save in the postseason. So Lyle trying to come out to get the save. So here comes Sparky Lyle. He'll go up against Robinson, Johnson, and Belanger. Top of the 9th, 3-0 Red Sox. Lyle will go ahead and pitch. Lyle, 4-2, walk 13. And yes, it's outside, and Lyle can't believe it. 9 + 4 is a 13, and he walked Robinson. That is the 3rd free pass given to Brooks Robinson. And now the batter is Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 3. Infield double play. Strategy rolls are off. Lyle, he'll go ahead, prepare. Robinson on it first. Lyle will pitch. Lyle, 3-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Johnson, 6-3, and it's a ground ball to third. 3-3-4. Second base pivot. Andrews +1 is a 5. Double play, 2 outs. Second double play the Orioles have hit into as Johnson grounds out around the horn. 2 away, and now the last chance for the O's is Mark Belanger. Belanger is 2 for 3. Fans at Fenway Park are on their feet, having a chance here to get a win against the Orioles. Lyle goes ahead and sets it up. Belanger ready to bat. Lyle pitching. 1-1, strikeout 15, that is high. Belanger, 2-5, and it's a ground ball to short. That'll get picked up by Petroselli. He's got it, pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Red Sox will get a victory here at Fenway Park. They shut out the Orioles 3-0. Stadium cheers. Yay! So the visiting team has won every game in the NLCS. The home team has won every game in the ALCS. As the Red Sox get a victory here and now still trail it, but now it's 2-1. Big victory here for the Red Sox. And the way the Orioles looked like they couldn't be beaten. But Ray Culp shuts down Baltimore. Final line score coming up. For the Red Sox, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Orioles, no runs, 5 hits, and 2 huge errors, which definitely led to the 3 Red Sox runs in the 6th. The winning pitcher is Ray Culp. He'll go to 1-1 in the postseason. Dave McNally will drop to 0-2. Sparky Lyle will wind up with a second save. What a victory here for the Red Sox. And now we know that this series is going at least 5. And all the games at Fenway will be played. Something tells me this AL and NLCSs are going to be really tight indeed. Big win for the Orioles. Big win for the Red Sox tonight. Tomorrow, Game 4 of the NLCS from Candlestick Park. The Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants still lead that series 2-1. Bill Hands will be going for the Cubs. Juan Marichal goes for the Giants. A very big matchup tomorrow night for Game 4 of the NLCS. Cubs and Giants, be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow night. The Boston Red Sox completely put the Baltimore Orioles in a huge birdcage. They win it tonight, 3-0, but the Orioles still lead this ALCS 2-1. See you tomorrow night after the NFL, by the way.